Hi everyone, and welcome to Be a Better Landlord. I'm Harrison, and today we're going to talk about the differences between leases and rental agreements. Because they're often interchanged, but they are actually different. Depending on your needs, one might make more sense for you than the other. So let's talk about lease agreements. You're probably more familiar with a long-term lease agreement, and you've probably signed one of these as a renter in the past. These legally binding contracts set the stage for the rental relationship by outlining the rights and responsibilities of both parties. Getting this right is pretty critical when you're renting your property or you're a renter. Key characteristics of a lease agreement include a fixed term agreement, usually lasting between 6 and 12 months, but it can be longer, often 18 months. A lease remains in effect for the entire length of the agreement unless the landlord and tenant agree to modifications. The rent is fixed for the lease term. Landlords can't raise the rent in the middle of the term, and a tenant can't change it either. Tenants can't be asked to leave unless they break the lease. If either party breaks the lease without utilizing an early termination clause or having a legally qualifying reason, the offending party can incur fees or legal ramifications. With these types of agreements, there's less turnover because of its longer length, so you save time looking for tenants. Landlords can expect monthly payments for its duration. Now we'll shift our focus to rental agreements. Because these two terms are used interchangeably, you may not know that rental agreements are typically used for much shorter stays. Key characteristics of rental agreements include a lot more flexibility with the rental agreement. They usually last 1 to 5 months, but they can be month-to-month contracts, short-term vacation stays, or even corporate rentals. Because of their flexibility, they allow landlords to freely raise the rent if needed, and these laws also depend on your state. In many states, terminating the agreement is as simple as the landlord or tenant providing a 30-day notice to terminate the contract. However, some states feature just cause eviction laws requiring legally qualifying reasons to terminate the contract. Check your local laws to stay compliant. The key benefit for landlords and tenants is the ability to move from the agreement much more freely than a fixed-term lease. That can lead to some downsides for landlords, though. These often have high turnovers, more maintenance requests, and less stable income. So which one is right for you? A lease agreement is the way to go if you're looking for long-term stability. It's ideal for landlords to prefer steady income and less tenant turnover. If you're after flexibility, consider a rental agreement. It allows you to adjust rent more frequently and remove tenants quickly. It often also gives you the ability to charge more for rent because of that flexibility. Basically, you have to ask yourself, do I want stability or flexibility? Your answer will guide your decision. So how can TurboTenant help? Whether you choose a lease or a rental agreement is up to you, but TurboTenant can help you create legally compliant rental contracts for whatever decision you decide to make. We offer state-specific leases and month-to-month rental agreements for all 50 states. Cloud-based document storage so you never have to look for a lease again, the ability to e-sign things to make it simple for you and your tenant. Finally, we're an all-in-one platform that can help you with more than just leases. You can advertise your rental property, send applications, screen tenants, and collect rent all on one platform. And you never have to worry about documentation or if your tenant's going to pay rent on time again. So remember to go to TurboTenant.com to sign up to learn more, and always subscribe to our channel so you can become a better landlord.